What is up, guys? This is guitar video lesson number 176, the song Hey Kid by I Heart Sharks, and first of all, the song is in standard tuning, so no worries there. So let's get started with the intro and verse right away. That is the riff that we used during the first, but let's start with the intro. We put our first finger onto the 9th on the 3rd string, pick it once and slide 1 fret up onto the 10th. Just like that. And after waiting a bit, we go. So we put our 3rd finger onto the 12th on the 4th string, pick it once. Now we put our first finger onto the 10th on the 3rd string, pick it once and hammer the 3rd finger onto the 12th. Now first finger onto the 10th on the 2nd string once. Now first finger onto the 10th on the 3rd string once. Third finger back onto the 12th on the 4th string. First finger onto the 10th on the 4th string twice. Now third finger onto the 12th on the 3rd string once. And first finger onto the 10th on the 3rd string once as well. So now let's take a look at how to play the riff during the first, and we start by putting our 2nd finger onto the 10th on the 3rd string. Now we go down, down, up, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up. Now first finger onto the 9th on the 3rd string once. Second finger back onto the 10th on the 3rd string once. So we've got. Now third finger onto the 12th on the 4th string once, and then first finger onto the 9th on the 3rd string again, and once as well. Now we put our 2nd finger back onto the 10th on the 3rd string and pick it in the exact same rhythm. So down, down, up, down, up. Now third finger onto the 12th on the 3rd string twice. And 2nd finger back onto the 10th on the 3rd string once. Now first finger once onto the 9th on the 3rd string. And that is basically the whole verse. So now let's get to the pre-chorus, and the pre-chorus should sound like this. And this is how it works. First of all, we have to palm mute the strings throughout the whole pre-chorus. So we use the palm of our right hand and put it down here on the strings in order to mute them, and we only pick down from now on. So we put our 2nd finger back onto the 3rd string on the 10th, and we go down 8 times. Then we put our first finger onto the 9th on the 3rd string, down twice. second finger onto the 10th, down twice. So we've got. Now we put our third finger onto the 12th on the 4th string and go down 4 times. Now we put our second finger back onto the 10th on the 3rd string and go down 8 times. Now we put the second finger onto the 10th on the 4th string 8 times. Now 16 times the 10th on the 3rd string. And 13 times the 10th on the 4th string. So the whole thing should sound like this. Now let's get to the chorus, which should sound like this. So first of all, we put our first finger onto the 8th on the 5th string, third finger onto the 10th on the 4th string, and pinky onto the 10th on the 3rd string. And be careful to mute the 6th string with your first finger. And now we go down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And we slide down onto the 3rd and 5th. Back up onto the 8th and 10th. And now we jump onto the 6th and 8th on the 6th, 5th, and 4th string. So now we've got the first finger on the 6th string, third finger on the 8th on the 5th string, and pinky on the 8th on the 4th string. And we use the exact same rhythm. And that is already the whole chorus. The next part is played at the end of the second verse. So first of all, we put our first finger onto the 10th on the 4th string. Pick it once, and then we hammer the third finger onto the 12th. Then we go up, down, down, while we still have the third finger on the 12th. Then we put our first finger back onto the 10th on the 4th string, pick it once and hammer the third finger onto the 12th again. Lift it back off, pick the string again and hammer it back on. So we go. Now we put our first finger onto the 10th on the 3rd string, and third finger goes onto the 12th on the 4th string. And we do that 3 times in a row. And after having done that 3 times, we go. So third finger onto the 12th on the 3rd string, and first finger onto the 10th on the 2nd string. Then we put our first finger back onto the 10th on the 4th string and hammer the 3rd finger onto the 12th. Now first finger onto the 10th on the 3rd string twice. And 3rd finger onto the 12th on the 4th string once. Now we go 3 times in a row again, and then we go. So first finger onto the 10th on the 3rd string twice, and then again. So 10th and then 12th on the 4th string, 10th on the 3rd string twice, and 3rd finger onto the 12th on the 4th string. And that is this whole part in front of the second chorus. Now let's get to the next part, which is during the bridge, and we go. So what we do here is we put our first finger onto the 15th on the 1st string, pick it once, and hammer the 3rd finger onto the 17th on the 1st string. And then we go up, down, down, while still having the 3rd finger on the 17th. And we do that twice. Now we go 1 string up, so we're now on the 2nd string, first finger still on the 15th, pick that once, and then do the exact same thing with the 3rd finger going onto the 18th. And that is already the whole bridge. And the last new thing that I have to show you is during the end of the bridge, where we use the riff from the intro again, so we go. But as you can hear, we use it twice, so we go. You already know how to play that. And then we go onto the 12th on the 4th string. And onto the 10th on the 4th string. And then we do it again. And that is already the whole song. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, leave a thumbs up. Helps me a lot. Keep on subscribing, and if you want to stay up to date on what's going to be new on the channel, and check out my Facebook page, link is down in the description. And if you want to get a sweet discount on all of the games for all of the consoles, then check out g2a.com, link is down there as well. And if you really want to support the channel, link to my Patreon page down there as well. And as always, I hope that I will see you guys next time.